podcast. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. My guest and my co-host, my beautiful, sweet, lovely wife, and my partner in crime. You know, when we have her on the podcast, it's about to be some stuff.
It's your girl, Lovely Mo.
Don't stop me today. Don't stop with me today. Make sure you guys tap in, like, share, and subscribe to the Phase Review Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. This last week has been hectic. And off the bat, because this just happened, I caught a flat, guys. If y'all ever caught a flat, y'all let me know y'all experience. But that leads me to the conversation. What is the most expensive inconvenience as an adult? First, it got to be a car. Anything car, maintenance, the tire, air condition, transmission, engine. Ooh, oh my goodness, bro. Like this different. And then it's always when you have a issue with your car, it's always at the most wrong, like the worst time and random time ever, bro. Like, oh, I don't wish that on nobody. What's another one? Another expensive inconvenience as an adult, other than a car.
I feel like a car is like the main thing, but anything like in your house related, like if you own a house.
Yeah, that's true.
Air conditioning.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, you got so many components when you have a home. I would say speeding tickets, parking tickets.
Parking violations, especially if you're in DC.
Boy, DC, they coming for your head.
And it's gonna double in 2 days.
2 days. You look. You looking at 50 off the bat or 100 off rip. It's going to double and keep doubling. You look up, boy. You gonna be on some money. You gonna be in that boot. You don't want that boot. Another one I would say is being towed. But I've been told so many times in my life, bro. At the most inconvenient time, bro.
But you get told for no reason.
For no reason, bro. Every single time.
That's the crazy part. Like it'd be like your own home towing.
Facts.
Literally.
I have the worst luck at tow. And I said also accidents. Stuff just happened in my car. One day it was snowing. Like I'm talking about my car is parked. And me and Mo, we hear something like a collision outside. All use a boom. We like.
And we like, bro, let me go downstairs and make sure that's not my car.
Go downstairs. It's my car. What do you know? And then the girl come out. She told me, so I was looking for you. No, I was looking for you. Like, what? You did in my car? The hell, bro?
No, remember the other girl who hit your car?
Oh, my God. Then another girl hit my car just in the parking lot. I'm talking about just in the parking lot.
It just in the car, and she just.
I'm on the side parking, and I'm about to, like, turn out. So I, like, start turning out my car. And as soon as I turn out, she just goes straight and just sideswipe me. Like, bro, oh, my God. Yeah, I've been experienced too many times.
You got hit here.
Then I got hit just at a traffic stop. Like, I don't know what it is with me and cars, bro, but that expense is just so random.
It is.
Like you said, I say a house, car, speeding tickets, getting towed. I feel like we could find one more.
I mean, student loans.
Oh, yeah. So, boy.
I owe $70.
Oh, my. You can't say that amount on here.
I owe too much money. I just looked up. I just logged into my student loan account last week.
Fool.
For the first time ever since I ever went to college. I didn't even know my login. I had to, like, do all this
Look here.
stuff.
You talking about they'll get you barbecue chicken. That's one of the ones. For any of y'all went to college, had to pay for college, had to take out loans.
All right, I'm just not going to look at it because it's going to just go away.
That's no joke right there.
It don't mean nothing.
You got people taking their loans to the grave. Yeah. Because it's like, it puts you in a position where it's like, you're not able to pay it back.
Right.
Man.
Why do I have to pay that back?
Whew. Yeah, because the other places, we don't live there, but other places it's free.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect one. You're absolutely right in that aspect, bro. That's one of the ones I would say. Anything loan related. Yeah, before we get into any of this crazy madness that's going on, I want to talk about a show that just released that me and Mo have really been interested in. We just finished Forever, our Netflix show. I think it's the #1 show right now. It already got renewed for season 2. Yeah. This show was actually a very good show. It showed us two different worlds. It showed us a world where it was of course a boy and a girl, but they were living in two different worlds. The guy, like his family was well off. He was living basically like in the hills, in an expensive place. And then you also had Keisha, who was living in a certain environment, and it was kind of like imagery, just based off of the name and based off of Justin, how he was acting. You kind of got like a sense of like somebody that's being bougie, but somebody that was grounded and had some street knowledge, which was Keisha. This story was all over the place, Mo. It really that's what made it so good. But I was conflicted this whole show of Keisha and Justin, who like, because they put us through a roller coaster. Yes, for sure. For sure. Because off get-go, you can't get mad at me if you did something in the past with your ex and your past situation, and then get mad at me because you think I perceive you in a certain way, and you get mad at me for just asking you a question. I will say, Justin, he found a way to mess up a move. You out here, let's call it what it is. You was about to get busy in the movie theater. You was doing what you're doing. You know, everything was flowing, and then you just asked her a random question. Mm-hmm. Then that's when I was like, okay, their relationship is going to be toxic.
It's him though. He's the toxic.
Yeah, I think he became. Honestly, I think it swapped. I think Keisha at first.
Toxic. She just ain't know what she was doing.
She was in a tough predicament. Yeah. But I think I wouldn't say she was toxic in the beginning, but she was undecided, and she was also.
But she did it to protect her mom. It wasn't even
But she was that's not true, Mo, because she was putting him in situations. You saying protect his mom, but also you got involved with this dude and this other dude who's your ex. You're basically going to see him because of what your mom wants for you in your life. Mm-hmm. That's not protecting your mom. In the end of the day, you wasn't protecting yourself. He leaked a sex tape of you and him. Mm-hmm. Y'all young. You know what I'm saying? Y'all 16, 17. She gets kicked out of school for that. You feel me? Like, so it's a lot that transpired. And if I'm Justin, yes, like I come into this situation like blind in a way. Like we're just trying to rekindle. We childhood friends. We trying to rekindle our friendship, our relationship. And it's like, bruh, I not only see you with the dude, you are here kissing the dude. You know what I'm saying? It looks a certain way. At first, she had Justin messed up, but as they got together, Justin was a stage 1 clinger. I think that's a red flag. That's a red flag, especially if you haven't started like officially dating somebody, and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to give this person space. That's a red flag. Yeah. That is a red flag.
This man didn't want to go to college.
Yeah, he like
for her, was trying to go to college with her.
And then also,
he didn't want to follow his own dreams.
What I loved about the show too, it showed different family dynamics and background. Yeah. For Keisha and her, both of their moms sacrificing, but in different ways of parenting. Mm-hmm. And then also you had the fathers who had different ways of parenting. Yeah. So it was a great approach. I loved how Justin's parents in particular, like you had the imagery of the mom who was really strict, but you had the chill dad who explained things better and put it in perspective for the child. You know, so you had a good cop, bad cop, but I feel like it's needed for him because if you have too much of a chill parent, then you can be passive in your life too. But if you have also with the strict parent as well too, you may hate what they're saying, but they may be right in the overall end of like, you know, of how they was. Justin mom, I do feel like she was doing way too much.
That was wild.
Yeah, nah.
You gonna put that on my head, like, yeah, if you don't tell her, I will, or if she don't tell her, I will. Like, girl, that's not even your place.
Yeah, nah, that wasn't.
That's what threw me off about his mother.
Mm-hmm. And then the other mom, like, she sought out therapy because her problem solving skills weren't good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they were bad, but she always came back around.
Correct. And I feel like that's important in the black household because you have a lot. You have in many cases in black households where a parent may not be understanding or may be like, you can come to me about anything. And then when you come to them about something serious or something that you need guidance with, they're not understanding and they shut you out. So you had that dynamic with Keisha just feeling alone, even more alone than what she was, dealing with Justin and his emotions and dealing with all the things that she had going on in her life. This show was actually amazing. I'm happy it's renewed for season 2. Do you think Justin and Keisha will end up together?
No.
And I don't know.
I feel like she's high-key done with him.
And I feel like, and I did respect at the end Justin understanding that if he didn't break up with her, he would just have his life revolved around her.
Yeah.
And that was the problem. He got into a top prestigious school. Understandably, that's not really what he wanted to do. He wanted to pursue music, which Keisha influenced him to, not just listen to your parents. What do you want to do with your life? Got it. But he wouldn't. He was talking about going to Howard. Bro, come on now.
But
like,
then it was like, then he finally was like, all right, I'm going to do my music. If it don't work out, I'm going to just go to Northwestern. But, like, I'm going to focus on my goals first.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, he needed to. Because that man, the pool scene at the end, bro was
yeah, he was tripping. He definitely was tripping, bro. And it also showed you, as far as relationships, it is okay in certain circumstances, as far as with the dynamic you have with that person, to let go. Like in this situation, especially, they had high school love, and it showed reality of you being in a high school relationship, and the transition from college is not always the best, because if you guys go on to different colleges, and yes, we understand and know how college is, but if you're looking at it in retrospect, it's time consuming. So if you're not willing to sacrifice time and not trust your partner, you might as well not be getting a relationship if you're going into high school into college.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but I used to have conversations with my students like that. Like, it's an uncomfortable conversation, and not saying that it has to happen with y'all don't work it out. But most times, as far as somebody's going to drop the ball as far as communicating, or not spending enough time with each other, or not sacrificing time for one another. I don't know. I think if the season goes how I think until they're like in adulthood, or like after college, or while they're in college, I think they're not gonna be together in college. But I think after school, I think they'll find their way back.
On and off through college when they come home for breaks.
Yeah.
And then one of them gonna have a significant other, and the other one gonna be jealous. Then they gonna be battling. That's what I see.
Yeah, I see that as well too. Speaking about seasons and shows, Power season finale, Kanan. Honestly, this season was good, but it was kind of underwhelming as well. I will say that it was underwhelming, because I thought they were gonna. I feel like they should have been added Breeze, Ghost, Tommy. I feel like they should have added a lot. I feel like this season had too many. It was too many gray areas as far as like the plot and the story. We kept hearing about Famous, like, and I like Famous, but Famous wasn't that important to the show. Like, everybody was geeking over the Famous thing, and then you got Crack, Snapple, and Pops every scene getting on my daggone nerves. Wish they get up out of here manipulating everybody. Kanan every 5 seconds, my mother. If my mother did it, she killed my girlfriend, bro. If you don't shut up, that's what was blowing me.
No, the very end actually irritated me, because, bro, did he kill his mom or not? Like, I need to know.
Yeah, in facts. And then it left us on a cliffhanger, of course. But like in totality, it's like their acting has always been good, as far as Marvin, Raw. Like, the cast is good, but it's just like I feel like the storyline it was a little bit lackluster. It was slow. Yes, the perfect way to put it. It was slow. This was Jukebox coming out party as far as like a season, and you starting to see her change and Kanan's attitude change.
And I think we saw the flip of their relationship this last episode.
Yeah, facts. Yep, their relationship. Yep, he basically said, "You with me or against me?" And I think Juke, like at that moment, yeah, he knew that Kanan wasn't. She knew that Kanan wasn't tapped in no more.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Breeze showed up for y'all, because everybody with these conspiracy theories about who was Breeze and who was he part of the story. Goodness gracious, I'm glad that Breeze is introduced to the story. And it's time to bring Tommy and Ghost, because we need to know their relationship and dynamic with Kanan. That's why I say it's too slow. Goodness gracious.
It was too slow for me.
That's why Mo loves Tyreek's part of power.
Yeah.
Because it's regardless of anything, yes, it's a lot going on, but it's more so entertaining. This season was more so entertaining than Kanan season. I think the acting of Kanan is better though. Yeah, I don't know what to expect for this next season. I really think that everybody's going to go. I think Rod's going to die. Marvin may die. I think everybody in the story besides Kanan and Jukebox from the core, Kanan cast is going to be alive. Everything else is going to fall on Kanan.
Yeah.
Man, moving forward. Like I said, it's been a crazy week within news. First off, you have the new evidence in the Tory Lanez case. Mind you, Tory Lanez just got stabbed 14 times.
Back, lungs, chest.
Crazy situation. And it just makes you look at this situation like how ironic is it a coincidence that new evidence came out 2 days later after he was stabbed. Kelsey's bodyguards come forward and to state that Kelsey is the one who shot Meg. And if you know about the case, if you read up on the case, it's been going on for a while. It's always been speculation that Kelsey did it.
Yeah.
It was kind of it was kind of obvious for you to get immunity in a case like this. It was not only Tory and Meg there. It was 4 total people there. You had the bodyguard Kelsey. We already know the storyline of Kelsey and Meg and the Tory and it being a love triangle, and they got into it over Tory, and we see how that night transpired. The problem in this situation where I feel like it's not people are looking at Meg a certain way is because when you look back at it, it's been countless lies on a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's been lies here and there, so we didn't really necessarily know the truth going into the trial. And I will say, if Tory, and this also was an eyewitness that also spoke and said that there were two women wrestling over the gun, and there was another gentleman who came over and tried to help and fight from the gun from Kelsey from doing harm to Meg. That was the eyewitness. That was actually one of the eyewitnesses, and it just raises eyebrows from the case that nobody else was checked for gunpowder but Tory. So it from get-go, it looked like a setup. That's just call it what it is. And we know what the charges are. A lot of people saying it was possession and all that, but the crazy thing about it was that was never his gun. It was never his weapon to begin with. So it was a lot of holes in this, and nobody's just sitting here and say that Meg wasn't a victim. She, regardless of anything, she was a victim. Something did actually happen to her. Whether you think it was glass broke or shot, get that, got it good. But one thing I will say, if Kelsey did actually do this, no, somebody deserved time for this, because this man, if he is to be innocent, he's in jail for no reason over somebody else's actions. Come on now. I just think it's very funny of what's going on. I feel like, if I'm being honest, that stabbing was just not a coincidence. It might have been to hush him before this news came out, because now, regardless of anything, and it was said that Meg's attorney came out and spoke and just basically said, we already had trial. Essentially, like, we already had trial. This is what it is. But as we know today, the public perception is everything today. So how this already looks, it looks funny. And now it's getting support by the likes of people like Drake, the likes of people like Chris Brown. It's a lot of people that's supporting Tory and has supported him all along, saying that he didn't do this. And one of my favorite artists, Chris Brown, he said free Tory, and the next moment he arrested for something he did in 2023. Oh my Jesus Christ! Oh my Lord, bro! Not breezy, bro. And it makes you think like, dag, bro. It's tough for you to speak on certain situations if you're a public figure and you mess with the powers that be. That's just what it is. It's call it what it is. It's a lot of picking and choosing. People already know how a lot of the media and a lot of people look at Chris Brown from past situations. So him saying free Tory, like, how I look at it is just like, oh no, you got it messed up. That's how people are looking at him behind closed doors. We're gonna get you for something. What are the odds? Out of nowhere, out of a 2023 incident, he about to go on tour, And I will say yes. If you know you did something in a certain area, I would not probably go back to that area. I get it, but the timing. Then Mo. Now we really gonna break this one down.
What?
Now you get to DDG,
Oh.
and this is just crazy because all of it feels ties together between this Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, and DDG situation. All feels tied together. Let's just call it what it is. It's the elephant in the room, but it looks funny. It definitely looks funny. It's
Also, like, I feel like it's not fair because for her to be able to like hush DDG up is kind of crazy to me. Cause like, why can't I speak my truth just because you're a public figure? Like, I'm a public figure too. Like, you accuse me of all this stuff. It's all in the public. Like, now the court order is saying that he can't speak on her or his own child. Like, that's weird.
yeah.
Like, why I gotta shut up? But you came out and said all of this stuff, accused me of all of this stuff. Like, even if it is true, like, why do I have to shut up about it? Like, I can't talk about it at all. Like, that's crazy.
And what I feel like about this situation, a lot of people have mixed views, is because of their past situations in the public eye. You have DDG, every time he talked about Halle, it was something glowing. He was respectable. He was defending her.
Which don't mean nothing because guys could be.
Yep. That's true too.
But also, like, when
That's
you
true
look
too.
at all her past, like, videos with her sister, like, just talking about how toxic she is in relationships, it kind of mirrors, like, how she's acting, like, in this situation with DDG. Like, it definitely looks away. Then the whole, he chipped my tooth, he hit my head on the steering wheel. Bro, she literally made a whole video like, yeah, yesterday I chipped my tooth, so I have to go to the doctor to get it fixed. Like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Like, but also the day that she accused DDG of all of that man was streaming all day.
And it's just for me, like, honestly, the tip of the iceberg off of the first situation was the Castanet stream. It showed us as a public what really is about to go down. And what I will honestly say is that when she came out and spoke about him being on stream, her not getting in communication about this, it spoke to a sense of like control, a sense of manipulation, and
But then she come out like, oh yeah, I got postpartum.
yeah, but and then also when you come out and you say certain things like that, it's already you trying to paint this person in a negative light in the media, and it's confusing with her situation because it's always been DDG is a great father. Yeah. Then now over here, it's like no, we're not talking about how great of a father he is. We talking about how he should have communicated with me and not had my son on stream. But when you guys both post and have your son on social media, so that situation alone showed me that I don't know if this can be true or not, because it shows you that it's a sign of behavior that ultimately it's either you don't want to have him in Halo's life, or you want to control how much time he spends with Halo, or what he does with Halo. So it's like it's a conflicting situation. It's unfortunate because every time you if you're a public figure and you come out with your information, I mean, you come on the social media to spread your news and spread your personal life, this is going to happen. You're going to have people that believe one side and believe this side. And, all we can do is really speculate. But what I will say is, like, I did that. My antennas was raised up because right after you said on stream he can't do this and can't do that, and, basically brought it up to the media.
Yeah.
As soon as you did that, the next day you came back and walked it back. So it's like it's kind of like you see a certain type of pattern and a motive behind it. And you had a lot of people, surprisingly, on the side of DDG. It's a lot of women that on the side of him. It's a lot of people that are considered his ops, or people that that never really liked him before, just saying it's not his behavior. Mind you, like you said earlier, we're just seeing what's outside. That's the only thing we can speculate on. We don't know what's going on inside. We don't know what's going on, behind closed doors. We're not saying that she's not a victim, but we're also not saying that, she's not. Yeah. Like, we don't know, because it's been past behavior with you guys, like, going back and forth, and you seen one person act this way and another person act this way, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to make a lot of this.
I'm ready for it to just come out. Like, I just want to know. But
Yeah.
also, like, if he didn't beat her up, like, that's definitely the character. Like, it's weird that she don't. If that's not true, it's weird that she would do that just to like gain control.
And it's just it was just random. And I'm not saying things of that nature don't happen, but it was random. It's the timing of certain things. It's album rollout time right now. He's being seen with a lot of girls on stream and all this other stuff. And it speaks to a lot of the videos that she's saying, like, you know, I'm petty. I'm jealous. I feel a certain way about certain stuff, even though that y'all know together.
She even said, like, well, once I have him, he's mine forever. Like,
it's like, bro.
Just because you got him after what I was mine first. So
That's why it's important to always be mindful when you say on these cameras, because the internet don't forget.
If it is true that he beat her up, it's still like she still looked crazy based off of what she said in the past.
Yeah, because we just don't know. Yeah. We just don't know. And then also it speaks to certain things when you like, okay, you act this way and you basically turn your back on him, but also in the same regard, it's been instances where you're saying, oh, he's a great father, you know, so it's like it can become contradictory. We'll see what happens in this situation. I just know that I just really want to pray for everybody in this situation, because ultimately, bro, this is a child. The focal point of all this situation is the child. The child should be able to be with his mother. The child should be able to be with his father, and y'all should coexist happily. I know that's not always the situation, but I just hope that they ultimately get through this, because this was random to a lot of people. Yeah, it really was. And then a lot of people that watch DDG has been speculating, where's Halle? Why haven't you seen him? You know, it was a point in time where we always seen them together. And it's like, dag, like he missing out on certain key moments. Regardless of anything, he should be able to be in his son's life. No matter what y'all got going on, regardless, he should be able to be in his son's life. So we'll see, because it's a restraining order that she put against him, and then also she's seeking sole physical custody and legal custody. So it's been a messy week, bro. It's been a messy week, Mo. It really has.
Yeah, it's been.
Like, it really has. I didn't speak on this before, but Unique, you don't really know Joey Badass. You know Unique from Power, but Joey Badass, yes, bro. And you talking about, that's why it's different eras on this couch, y'all. You want to talk about Joey Badass, 2012, 1999, like, we could talk about it, because Joey Badass has been a great rapper, honestly, but he just went away to act. But present day, hip hop is really back. Joey Badass, Big Sean, and Ab Soul dropped the best cypher of 2025, Red Bull Freestyle, and we already know that, you know, the situations at hand. Which I love this freestyle, because you have Big Sean, who's, you know, had it out with Kendrick before. You also have Ab Soul as a part of TDE, and you got Joey Badass right now popping his stuff, talking to the West Coast right now, and talking to TDE. He's not playing for real. He coming at whoever wants smoke, and I really love that. Big Sean went crazy. Everybody went crazy in this freestyle. Big Sean don't get his credit, and he's very severely underrated, if you ask me. Big Sean's run in the 2010s like don't get spoke about enough, and I feel like he gets overshadowed in a lot of moments. Like, for instance, when the Drake Kendrick stuff happened, he just had a song and video come out that was fire, got overlooked. It's like every situation where it's like beef or rap beef, he gets overshadowed. But just shout out to him. But getting into this Ab Soul and Joey Badass, like, I love that it was competitive, but they were going back and forth. It was no getting, deep dive. Just keep it rap. We ain't had to go below the belt. Keep it rap. And I love that they were communicating, how they were talking. It was like real hip hop MCing. Ab Soul versus Fire, but y'all let Joey Badass go last. And Joey Badass, bro, he went off on Reason, Daylight, Ray Vaughn. He went at the whole TDE, and he had, and I love it. I love that they are showing and showcasing real hip hop now. Let's not off of rap. You go into real rap beef where people can get hurt. So one of the people that he was dissing, Mo, Joey Badass, his name is Daylight. Daylight posted his brother in response, which his brother is deceased. You know what I'm saying? See, that's where, okay, now we got to take it personal, which I feel like is corny when you're just trying to keep it rap, and you posted my deceased brother. Now it's really up. Yeah. Now it's really up. You do that now, it's no holds bar. Now I don't care nothing about this rap stuff. It can get crazy, and I know it's not any rules in rap beef necessarily, but once you take it there, don't be surprised if somebody really take it there in real life, for sure. But that freestyle was amazing. I know Mo don't know what's really going on in this, but hip hop is really back, and I really like that. And I will say Mo is a Big Sean fan as well too. Big Sean had a run. I put Big Sean up there as definitely in the top 5 or 7 in his class. You have Drake, of course, Cole, Kendrick, Wale, Nicki, and then I feel like it's Big Sean right there. As far as successful rappers, and then Wiz Khalifa, I can't forget Wiz. Like we've been blessed to have some good rappers in this time. Would you rather, Momo? Would you rather have the power to never feel physical pain or emotional pain?
Emotional pain. I'd take any physical pain, but emotional pain, I feel like hurts worse for me.
I feel like this is a good question.
You can deal with physical pain.
Yeah.
Emotional pain lasts longer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you have to actually work to get over emotional pain.
Yeah, that's true. Because you can have PTSD, you can have trauma, you can have anxiety, and that wound you just can't put a Band-Aid over.
Yeah,
or you
like physical pain, you can fix that.
Facts. That's true. That's a good perspective. That's a good way of looking at it. Originally, I thought I was going to say physical pain. But yes, the emotional pain is what really lasts longer, and it's what really matters more. It's mental. Like, yeah, if we didn't have any emotional pain, I feel like your stress is no longer.
Yeah.
Like, you have no stress. You don't really have any worries. It's a good point. It's really a good point. Physical injuries. I've had bad physical injuries, but that's a good one.
My emotional pain was like stuff is worse than my physical.
Yeah, for sure. But you make a great point. With physical, whatever it is physical, you can get.
It's in the moment.
Yes. Like emotional, just you have people that don't get through things, and you know that people that go through things and go through their mental battles, bro. And like that's a serious thing. That's a serious thing to get adjusted to. Since we have Mo on the show, and she went to college as well, we got college stories edition. We back. Mo, I want you to tell me a time in college that you want to share.
You go first.
Wild night, crazy night. What was I got many stories to tell as far as college. Let me see where I would go as far as wild. I got 2. So one of the wildest moments in college was that we would get hyped. We would have like these little parties in St. Anne's, and we'll be lit. We'd be having fun, like honestly, because we had a very small campus. But like everybody, I loved it too because everybody was close knit. You knew everybody on campus. You know, everybody was familiar with each other. So I really loved that about it. But one night it got crazy. Bruh. We over here, everybody drinking, everybody turning up. You know, we having a good time. It's just a college night. This dude, bruh, locked himself in the bathroom. One of the football players locked himself in the bathroom, but he drunk. I'm talking about he's drunk. And we over here trying to bang the door in. We over here kicking the door. We really scared. So we ended up getting it behind the door. He passed out.
What?
Passed out. When I'm telling you, it wasn't funny, but it was funny because this man was done up so crazy, and we had to get the stretcher for him. But I was so mad because it got us in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like underage drinking, then you get too turned, bruh. That used to be my pet peeve in college. Like certain people that did not know how to hold their liquor, bruh, can ruin the whole night, bruh. And if you know you've been to college, if you don't have a good RA, bruh, you're not gonna have a good time, bruh. If you have an RA that's snitching, bruh, then you already know that you gonna get bagged, bruh. And that night was just a crazy night too because underclassmen wasn't supposed to be at St. Anne's. St. Anne's is the upperclassmen, and we were all underclassmen. Yeah, so we were like freshmen, sophomores, but like we would get in because we had football players. We knew we had connections in St. Anne's and stuff like that. So like for us to go in there and for that to happen, it's like dag. Like I remember we had to run the next day for practice, bro. This man was on a stretcher. He ain't get back until like 2 days later. I'm like, bro, alcohol poison. Yes, bruh. I'm telling you, I still got the video and picture. This man getting carried down by the EMT, bruh, with the neck brace on. I said, "Oh my Lord, bro, we about to run all practice."
That's crazy.
Oh my goodness. So that's one of them. That's one of them. And and another one is when we talk about injuries, bruh. My boys out there, they know. It's one of the craziest injuries I ever suffered. It was in practice. I'm over here playing safety my senior year. Dude throw the ball. I'm over here covering it. I almost try to catch it with one hand, but I land in a certain way. I get up. I could not walk. I'm talking about growing, like almost partially torn growing. If y'all know what that pain feel like, bruh, it's you can't even walk. So I'm over here trying to get myself together. I can barely walk. When I'm telling you, I had like crutches, like I was like reluctant on getting on the crutches because I'm like, nah, I can toughen this out. I got on the elevator with some of my teammates, my brothers. I just fell out in the elevator. They was dragging me out. My legs was like they wasn't working. Dog. Growing injuries, different type of injury. Tell me some wild stories, Mo. I know you got some stories.
I don't know.
She went to a PWI. I know she got some stories.
Well, okay, I can say one. Like my second year at York, there was like a party. Oh, I got two actually. Okay, there was like a party, right? Mm-hmm. And this girl, she jumped out the window randomly and like fell into the bushes outside, and people didn't find her till the morning, and she was a quadriplegic after. She became paralyzed, so she had to go home and didn't finish college.
Mo just started off what?
Yes.
Limbs not working no more?
She was pushed out, or
damn.
If she fell out,
what?
Like, we're gonna just say she fell out the window, and she fell into the bushes, and they found her at like 2 a.m. in the bushes.
Hey y'all, is it a statute of limitation on this one?
She was a quadriplegic.
I hope this not an open case out here. What? Somebody, boy, if somebody pushed her, bro.
I don't know, but I think she just fell. I think she might have just been like super.
Oh
drunk
my
and, like,
goodness, bro. Oh, whew. That's something. Hey, that's a key reminder. If you drunk, you are not sober at all. Stay away from windows.
Yeah.
Stay away from windows. We had somebody that jumped off the third floor too at our school, drunk. Jumped purposely. Bones cracked. Barbecue chicken. Yeah, nah. What's your other story? I'm waiting on a party story.
A what?
I'm waiting on your party story.
A what story?
Yeah, a party story.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this was not really crazy, but it was crazy for me. So, like, one day, I was like, you know what? Like, let me... I was like, let me go to this little black party at my PWI. Like, I've never been to one. Like, why not? And it was the only black sorority on campus. So, my friends was like, okay, like, yeah, let's go, whatever, right? So, we go. And then, first of all, they like, okay, like, if you want to drink, it's like $10. So, I'm like, okay, sure. So, I paid them the $10. Bruh, it was literally juice and fruit. Like, why did I pay $10 for some juice and fruit? Like, I'm confused. So then I'm like, all right. So we sitting upstairs. Like, the party, it didn't even give that it started. Like, it was barely even music. They like everybody in the basement, and if you're not twerking, you gotta go. All right. I was like, you know what? I was like, hey, I told my 3 friends, like, when this party's over, text me, because I'm not staying.
My God.
I was like, I'll come get y'all. So I did.
Boo! Boo!
Because what do y'all mean? Go to the.
Hey y'all, this way it makes me so like, bruh, this is so funny to me because me and Mo, like, we 3 years apart, but we come from such a different generation. Cause house parties was where it's at. Yes. You going to the basement, you getting turned, bro. She is from PG County, Maryland, bro. When I'm talking about almost home of the house parties, having fun, lit, bro.
But like, why are you telling me to go to the basement? When I go to the other parties here, don't nobody be like, go to the basement.
Oh my goodness,
like,
bro.
What?
Oh my goodness,
like, no,
bro.
It's not giving, and y'all gave me juice. It's really not giving.
Bro, Mo over here messing up the situation.
So I was like, yeah.
As soon as Mo heard basement and twerk, she said, "What am I? A heathen? Like what? Like what? This is a lituation. We trying to have fun. We trying to get turned, bro. This a black function, bro. Like you get lit, bro. But like I guess the vibes wasn't vibing for Mo, bro. She wasn't vibing. Mo was used to the jumping off the daggone the roof.
Yeah, on the road parties.
Like what,
That's
bro?
normal for me not going to the basement twerking.
That's normal for you. Jump out. Y'all hearing this, right? She about to go, boy. She about to go viral, y'all. She about to go viral. This out of here. So what's normal to you is getting drunk, jumping off a roof.
Jump off no roof.
What?
I used to record people jumping off the roof. And that wasn't me. I never went up there. Oh I encouraged my friends to go do it, but I never did.
Oh my Lord.
I didn't trust them to catch me.
Jesus, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, you can't make this up.
When we used to have our little look at the Irish Day parties.
You talking about St. Patty's Day?
Yes, the St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
Like we used to have, it was like 10 row houses, like party all day till you house hop till the keg was empty. But I never drank beer, so I was never drinking it. And then at the end of the day, the police would be like riding around like down the street, making sure like we wasn't like drunk and like falling out. Like man, people was good. But literally, as soon as we would walk back on campus, they was IDing everybody. Like, hold on, breathalyzer.
Yep.
Let me see your ID.
Get y'all together.
And then they would like arrest them, like take them to jail, take them. I don't know where they went, but like took them, I guess, to jail. I don't know.
Get y'all together. We gonna let y'all turn up. ID, please.
But it literally, as soon as we would hit campus,
oh my God,
they couldn't do it off campus because like the row houses were like off campus. It was like the frat and sorority houses, so they couldn't like arrest us on the street. But literally, as soon as we got back to campus, they was getting everybody.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie.
Especially if it was after 5 p.m.
You talking about parties? I don't like. I put my college experience up there with anybody's as far as partying, having fun, because I like our college. It was small, but we were surrounded by so many colleges. Like in Boston and Massachusetts in particular, colleges are every single corner, bro. Like, man, we used to travel to Providence, Rhode Island, go to Holy Cross, WPI. Like, we went to so many different schools, so many different situations. That's why it's funny to hear her say it, because it was a totally different experience for me, bruh. Especially in Rhode Island, the clubs like Coliseum, Ultra, bruh. It just reminded me because it was a time where we could just genuinely have fun. Like it wasn't no worries in the world. You ain't had to worry about somebody coming to the party with a book bag trying to shoot people. No crazy stuff going on, no wild stuff. Everybody genuinely just having fun, bro. Like that's one thing I will say I miss about college, because we were just not having really much any worries in the world. Of course, dealing with what we have to deal with in school, but like, you know, like during that time, it was just like a relief to have fun and you know, have these times and moments with your friends, bro. Different type of times, bro. Well, yeah, I had to get a story out of Mo. And look at y'all. Y'all heard that, right?
What?
Y'all heard that. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all heard that. She said, "I know. I'm leaving." I get it, man. I get it.
Like,
Trust me, I get it.
If I want to go down there, okay, but like you're forcing me down in the basement.
Mo, like, nah, I'm good. Oh goodness. Before we get up out of here, y'all. Knicks at 6, like I said. Boston, take your ass home. Simple as that. Upper room. I don't care. Game 6, ball game. And I'm not gonna lie. The Knicks being in the finals, Knicks being in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. This is basketball's mecca, bro. Like I'm actually happy to see this. For real, regardless of where I'm from, I love to see the Knicks actually competing, especially competing for a championship. If Brunson wins a championship, he's the greatest Knick of all time. I don't care what we talking about. You talking about a franchise that haven't been back to the Eastern Conference Finals since the 2000s, haven't won a ring or a championship since 1972. Oh, no. It's time. It's time for a change. Boston, y'all had y'all time. Go have a seat. Sit down. You know, welcome to Cancun. You feel me? Just welcome to Cancun. I'm just excited to see this Knicks and Pacers series, see what comes from that, and there's that. And I would love to see the Timberwolves and OKC and the Knicks and Timberwolves. All I know is it's gonna be a different. It's gonna be a champion that's not the Celtics, that's not the Lakers, that's not the Warriors. It's somebody else that's gonna be a champion for their first time. That's all I got to say about that. NBA playoffs. Stay tuned. Another amazing episode of the Phase of You podcast, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We love y'all out there. Make sure you guys continue to watch, tune in, tap in. You already know. 1.